Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here for an album ranking, and it's going to be for the band Skillet. And now when it comes to this ranking, I'm not going to be doing all 10 albums because, to be honest with you guys, I'm not really much a fan of their first 4 studio albums, so that's why I'm only going to be ranking 6 of their 10 albums. I just wanted you guys to know that before I started with the ranking itself. So yeah, y'all, with that being said, let's not waste any more time here, and let's go ahead and begin ranking these Skillet albums. Alright, so my least favorite Skillet album is going to have to be this album here. It's called Unleashed. It was released in the year 2016. So yeah, it took more of the arena rock stuff, a departure from their hard rock or alternative metal roots, and more into arena rock, which just doesn't really fit Skillet too much. Now, it might fit other bands, but Skillet just doesn't fucking work for these guys, because these 4 people in this band, they're really talented, but with this album, they just disappointed me, man. So that's why I really don't go back to this album much, but I do like some songs from it though, like Feel Invincible is a great song. Also liked Stars. Also liked the song Lions. And I even liked the closing track, The Resistance. So yeah, you still got some good songs on this album, but it's far from being one of their best. So that's why it's easily my least favorite out of these 6 albums. Alright, up next is going to be their latest album, Victorious, and this also has the arena rock sound, just like Unleashed, but I think they did do better with this album, Victorious. This is their latest album, came out in 2019. This is the standard edition, not the deluxe or whatever they released in the year 2020, because they did reissue this album with some bonus tracks or whatever. But yeah, this here is just the standard edition. But yeah, they did take that arena rock sound, like I said, with this album, but they did it even better with Victorious, because I like this album better than Unleashed. So yeah, some of my favorites on here though would be Legendary, You Ain't Ready, the title track Victorious, Save Me. Now, Save Me sounds like old school Skillet, something you would probably hear from the 2000s era, like Collide era, or the Wake era, or even the Comatose era, one of those 3 eras. But yeah, definitely a great song. I also enjoyed the song Terrify the Dark. That was a good song. Anchor was a pretty good song from this album, and the song Back to Life, just to name a few or so. But yeah, Victorious only coming in at number 5, but it still is a massive step up from their album Unleashed, even though they both had the same style basically. Alright, now the album I have in at number 4 in the ranking is going to be their 2003 album Collide. Now, I don't have this album on CD, so I won't be able to show it to you guys, but I can name off a few songs or so from that album. So yeah, some of my favorites on their 2003 album Collide would be the title track Collide, the song Fingernails, Savior, and Under My Skin. And there's also a few other good songs from that album, but I can't remember all of those song names up top of my head right now. But yeah, those are some really good songs though. So yeah, Collide, it's a pretty underrated Skillet album, if you ask me. Definitely better than the albums that I ranked before it. Way, way better, because at least this album is their traditional sound that made Skillet good to begin with. So yeah, number 4, Collide. Great album. So if you're a fan of Christian rock or alternative metal or hard rock, this album is definitely for you, because it's a great album, and I definitely can't wait to buy it on CD one of these days. Alright, number 3 in my ranking for Skillet is going to have to be their 2013 album Rise. Now, some people may think I'm crazy or whatnot for having this album above some of their other albums, but that's okay. But Yeah, this album is fantastic. I really love it. It's one of my favorite Skillet albums of all time. I know it's only coming in at number 3 and not 2 or 1, but it still is a great album. But yeah, with this album you got songs like the title track Rise, Sick of It, Not Gonna Die. Not Gonna Die is an amazing song, one of my favorites on the album. Also like the song American Noise, definitely a great song, pretty underrated for Skillet, still a great song though. Also like the songs Salvation, definitely an underrated song. Fire and Fury, definitely another underrated Skillet song from this album. And what I believe, just to name a few songs or so. But yeah, Rise, definitely a great album, and it's way better than what most critics say about it, at least in my opinion. Just because it doesn't sound like Collide or Comatose or Wake doesn't mean it's a bad album, because it still is a great album, and I think it's their last good album, since they're now a band who wants to put out mainly generic rock music, also known as arena rock. Alright, number two in my Skillet ranking is going to be Comatose. Now, a lot of Skillet fans, when they talk about Skillet, they say their favorite album is Comatose, which I'm not disagreeing with that, but it is my number 2 album from Skillet, not number 1, but it is my second favorite Skillet album. But yeah, with this album you got songs like Rebirthing, The Last Night, Better Than Drugs, the title track Comatose, of course, a great song there. Those Nights was a good song. Falling Inside the Black was a great song as well. Whispers in the Dark, just to name some. But yeah, definitely a great album here. One of Skillet's best albums for sure. And I think that album pretty much put Skillet on the map as a popular band, because they were pretty popular in the music industry, especially the Christian music industry, because they are labeled as a Christian rock band. So yeah, Comatose, their 2006 album, is easily one of the best rock albums of 2006. Such a great album, for sure. Definitely one of their best. There's no doubt about that. Alright, and number 1 is 2009's album, Awake. I love this album. It's my favorite Skillet album of all time. It's pretty nostalgic for me. I got into this band exactly from this era because of the wrestling video game WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. That video game includes 2 songs from this Skillet album included on it. The songs would be Hero and Monster. Those are the first 2 songs that I remember ever hearing from Skillet back around like the early 2010s. So it's pretty cool, man. Definitely a great album here, and my favorite. But yeah, also got other great songs though, like Awake and Alive, Forgiven, Lucy, Don't Wake Me, songs like those. So yeah, all 12 tracks on this album are great, but those are just some of my favorites on the album. So yeah guys, let me know how you guys would rank all of Skillet's albums. And I know that I'm in a different setting for this video, but I hope this video still turned out good, and I apologize if the lighting wasn't very good. I just didn't want to go back a little bit farther because it would have been way too bright. But yeah guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this Skillet ranking. Let me know how you guys would rank all of their albums and all that good stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos on the channel. You guys take care, stay safe, stay warm, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.